Welcome back to another episode of My Market Kitchen. I'm in the hydrogen home, joined by Michelle today, and we're going to be talking all things hydrogen gas, but not just in the kitchen itself, the whole house.
Thanks, Laura. Looking forward to it.
Alla Gricia has to be one of Rome's most prized pastas. It is so delicious and it's very simple. It's got a few ingredients, Michelle, and this is something that you can cook for your kids at home because it's delicious, it's crowd pleasing, it's got crispy bits of bacon, it's got cheese, it's got pasta.
It's right up my alley. Perfect.
I love it. So we've got rigatoni today. This is my favorite shape to do with the alla gricia. You've got pecorino cheese. Now, pecorino romano is a cheese that is made in Rome. So it's sheep's milk product. So if you're dairy intolerant, lactose intolerant, sheep's milk is really, really good for you. Way more digestible, which is fantastic. And I've got some pancetta. Now, traditionally, you would use guanciale, which is the cured pork cheek, but this is the cured belly, and it's just more readily available. So I feel like I'm just gonna make the recipe with the pancetta today because it absolutely works, and you can get your hands on this at any supermarket, market, and whatnot. And my little cheat is to add in a little bit of butter, which is very naughty, but I just feel like butter belongs in every pasta. So I'm gonna get you to do some really, really hard work today, and it's just to grate the block of cheese.
Okay, I think I can do that.
So you want to grate this with like a really fine microplane so it does melt down really beautifully. And we're going to add some pasta water later to it just to melt it into a slurry, because then that will help to really emulsify and make this a nice creamy sauce without adding any cream.
Okay, so the whole block here?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Because whatever we don't put in, we'll put on top.
Perfect.
So it's going to look like a lot of cheese, but we're making a generous amount. There's us two and a whole crew to feed, so yeah, we can't be stingy. And I'm just gonna roughly chop this pancetta. So you want to use the fat and all for this, Michelle. Yep. Because that's gonna render down. So we're not adding any olive oil or anything to the pan. We just want all the beautiful natural flavor and fat in this to render itself out. And basically, it's all gonna cook at the same time. So the pasta will go in to one pot. The pancetta goes into a fry pan and that will render down. And in about 13 minutes, it all comes together. So we'll just keep chopping, and then I'm gonna bring this pancetta to the back, and I'm just gonna let it gently render down on a really nice low heat, let the fat come out, and that will then get it really nice and crispy. The pasta goes in, and like I said, in 13 minutes, dinner is on the table.
Quick and easy.
Love it. All right, Michelle, the pancetta is nice and crispy. The pasta is almost ready. So this is the kind of pasta where I feel like two sets of hands are better than one. So I'm gonna get you to pop the pasta straight into the pan. We've left all that beautiful pancetta rendered down fat in there, so you can go straight in.
Smells beautiful.
With that. And then what I'm also gonna get you to do is just add a ladle. Ooh. We like a sizzle. I didn't think it was gonna sizzle that much, so we like a sizzle.
Is that too much water?
No,
is
that's
that okay?
good. Yeah, that's good. The more water, the better, I reckon.
Okay.
Beautiful, so that can go in. And you can see that that's basically taken all that fat off.
Yep.
And it's starting to emulsify and stick to the pasta. So you're just adding flavour on flavour here.
Lovely.
Beautiful. All right, Michelle, could you add a ladle of water
into
our cheese? Beautiful. And then just a little bit into that pasta again.
Yep.
Just so it's not sticking and we're starting to emulsify here. Beautiful. Now you can see this is basically becoming like a little cheese slurry that goes straight in.
If I didn't know any better, it looks like cream.
It does, doesn't it? And it's just using that pasta water and the cheese to essentially create a cream-like sauce. And we want the low heat for this because if you've got a high heat, it's going to split. Okay. And it's not going to stay nice and cheesy. And you can just see.
That's looking so delicious. I can't wait to try it.
It's so good. I'm just going to go in with one little knob of butter just because I'm being a little bit naughty.
Yum.
And that's just going to gently melt through. Yum. And then we'll sprinkle some pancetta. Good spoonful of that cheesy, naughty goodness. Obviously, it's not the healthiest of pastas with the amount of cheese we've popped in. While I'm adding the final touches, Michelle, just tell me about obviously the hydrogen home as a whole and how it's not just powering the kitchen, but the whole house.
That's right. So this is a concept home that actually demonstrates a hydrogen future to replace natural gas. And it's pretty cool because it's not just the cooktop that's actually got hydrogen, but it's also hydrogen heating, hot water service, and of course the most important thing, the hydrogen barbecue outside.
There you go. So the whole house is powered by hydrogen, which is incredible.
Correct.
And the first of its kind.
Absolutely, the first of its type here in Australia.
Which is so special. Speaking of special, I've brought a little bit of Rome to the hydrogen home kitchen. I feel like it's too pretty to ruin, so let's just do the very rustic thing.
Sure.
We'll grab a fork and we'll just eat straight out of the pot.
Thank you.
That's how I usually do
Absolutely,
it at
just
home.
like we're at home.
Exactly. Just dig in, get some of the cheese and the... It's good. It's so cheesy.
That is pure heaven.
Isn't it?
I'm going to make it tonight.
Oh my God, I like to call it the adult's version of mac and cheese.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Kids, I know my kids will love it too.